is the world's most advanced e-commerce warehouse, run entirely by AI robots. This entire operation is managed by 48 BrightPick auto picker robots. And these robots, they handle everything from replenishing inventory to robotically picking orders and getting them ready for dispatch.
Nice. Right, yeah, it's Craig here again. Don't know how this microphone's going to work. I've set it to setting 3. Here's my microphone. It's supposed to pick up omnidirectional when it's on setting 3, but I've never tried it. So yeah, what's on the screen? Bit of a radiator in the corner. Let's get professional. There we go. Let's get rid of the radiator. Marvellous. Yeah, looks like we're in Hollywood now. Well, apart from I'm wearing this ridiculous fur who thinks it's cold. And yeah, definitely brush my hair. Not got much to brush. Right. Okay. So the world's most advanced robotic warehouse, AI to automation. Right. Let's just give some. This was by a website called BrightPick, so give them credit for that. Interesting. Right. Let's zoom back out. So, robots, that's what I was going to talk about. As I say, this video in the background, give them their copyright and all that. BrightPick, marvellous. Right, I think I'll put it back on the full screen. I don't know what this lot is on the side here. Just suggested videos. Yeah, demo of AI robots, sounds interesting. Farmers hacking tractors. Oh, marvellous. Yeah. Tractors, farmers. Wasn't going to talk about that, but let's go. Like most technology these days, computers are involved, but not just computers. Being connected to the internet, and how we connect to the internet using radio waves. You know what to get onto radio waves. Predominantly cellular communications, which is the same technology your mobile phone uses. The farms and farming equipment can also be connected via satellite, but let's not go off on too much of a tangent. Tractors then, we'll talk about tractors for a minute, just because I've seen something about hacking tractors down there. Tractors then, manufacturers basically control your vehicles now. They are able to actually switch them on and off if for whatever reason. In the olden days, all mechanical, no computers, no connectivity. Is this a good thing? Let's think about it. Well, the older days, you could fix it. It was mechanical. Then they introduced not just tractors, talking about cars, because I know more about cars. Engine management systems, they came in Europe about the same time that fuel injection really became mainstream, mainly for emissions, probably early 90s. Thinking about it, so they replaced the carburetor with fuel injection controlled by an ECU, an electronic control unit, basically a computer. Then in recent years we've gone a step further, so we've the cars have been connected to the internet, which is good. You know, it's good, but also manufacturers know a lot about our vehicles. Well, not my vehicle. My vehicle's a bit old school. Mine's not connected to the internet, but a lot of these vehicles. I mean, let's look at Tesla cars. We'll talk about tractors a minute ago now and talk about Teslas. Not that Cybertruck looks a bit like an agricultural vehicle, but that's for another time. There was a incident in America a month or two ago, and I think it was some sort of attack. I don't remember the exact details, but afterwards Tesla was saying we've examined the data from the vehicle, which included cameras, which are apparently inside the vehicle. So there's a lot of information. I mean, it probably doesn't bother a lot of people, because a lot of people have grown up with smartphones and CCTV everywhere and everything linked to the internet. So I don't think it's odd. I can remember before that though, and you could go out for in the evening. There weren't people filming you all the time. You just had a good time. You basically, you just go out, have a good time, come home. If you hadn't been drinking, if you hadn't drunk alcohol at night, you might have driven home. You can't. I mean, there may have been the odd police security camera. They might have known vaguely. You might have passed through the odd camera, but probably not. You're pretty much free to go out, not being filmed, not being tracked by your mobile phone. Drive home in your car. Your car's not being tracked. People don't know about what you're doing. But now, I never have a script. I just talk. Now then, you've got your smartphone, and that's tracking you. Even if you've got your location turned off on Google, it's communicating all the time with the cell towers nearby. So that the mobile phone companies or cell phone companies, if you're in America, they know where you are. They can triangulate via 3 cell towers to work out where you are. And there was years ago, probably, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, the early times of mobile phones, they actually, there was, I forget where it was, but there was a general, and the enemy tracked him down via his mobile phone signal. He was in hiding, but he used his mobile phone, and they basically shot a missile at him. So it's real. Even if you haven't got a smartphone, you've just got a normal mobile phone, you can be tracked. So your cars are tracking you, your phone's tracking you, you're giving data away. It may not bother you. I mean, this is the argument is if you've got nothing to hide, why do you care? Yeah, I kind of see that. But there's a lot of data being passed on. And yeah, we were talking about the world's most advanced robotic warehouse. So, the screen's gone blank. Hang on, where's my screen? Come back. Right. Everything's been tracked. And there's a lot of data collected. Now, how does this link with AI and automation? Well, let's just look at automation first of all. Remember to talk to the camera. Automation. Well, when did automation start? Probably late Victorian period. No. Probably before, right. Probably 17th century in Britain. I'm thinking the tin mines of Cornwall and the early beam engines, which they used, I think it was to pump water out because some of the mines were basically going under the sea. Well, that was a form of automation. You're not having to pump water or whatever by hand. You're using a steam-powered engine. Then, towards the sort of late Victorian times, late 19th century, we had the electric motor introduced, and factories becoming automated that way. In particular, I'm thinking of the induction motor invented by Nikola Tesla, which was a brilliant invention and still widely in use today. If you go to factories, the main motor you'll see is an induction motor. Then 50s and 60s, they started computerizing. I forget the exact time, but it gradually got more automated, and sort of late 60s onwards, we had a thing called a PLC, a programmable logic controller, which is like a bit like an industrial computer. It's controlling processes. You've got input, which could be from sensors. You've got process, which is the computing bit, and output. So the sensor might sense something, process that data, and output something. Now the output could be switch on the motor, open the valve, do something, control the robot. That is what has been going on till recently. Now we're coming on to using artificial intelligence, which is something I'm still learning about in its application to warehousing, which is why I put this video on. It looks interesting. Let's just watch a bit more, see what we can find out. As I say, this video's from Brightpick. Let's make that larger.
And that's how this facility, operated by leading sports nutrition retailer, The Feed, is able to work 24/7 and pick 50,000 items per day, all while just using a handful of actual people. That's right. This is the future of e-commerce fulfillment. And I am going to be taking you behind the scenes to give you a closer look at the cutting-edge technology and processes that make all of this possible.
Right. That sounds good. I'm not going to watch the whole video, but as I say, with PLCs that came on from sort of late 60s onwards till recently, programmable logic controllers, we've taken inputs, we're processing them, and we come with outputs. AI is, I guess, taking it a step further, where we're making almost smart decisions, more decisions, making the system more adaptable, I guess. Because programmable logic controllers, you would program them with codes such as ladder logic, and although they're easy to change the programming, it's not real time. The programming in the programmable logic controller, which is like I say a form of computer, you have to put it in there. With AI, it's more adaptable. It's making smart decisions. I say I'm still learning. I've literally found this video on this particular one today, so I'm gonna watch it in the future and they report back. But it's further automation. So we started off with the beam engine and the steam powered in the 18th century. Start the Industrial Revolution, and we've gone through introducing electricity to factories, use induction motors. But they were hardwired. You put the wiring in, and they weren't easy to change. If you wanted to change a production line and the programming, it changed things around. It wasn't that easy. Whereas programmable logic controllers, introduced sort of probably late 60s onwards, you could change the programming and you could reconfigure things relatively easily. But now we're coming on to I hope the sound's working on this. I kind of sound really stupid just talking with no sound. Right, let's assume the sound's working. So now we're taking it a stage forward further, and AI is going to make sort of smart decisions in the whole process. Robots we have here. Hardly any humans in sight. Good, bad. Well, think about it. The lower skill jobs, not meaning to be offensive to anyone, that you might be working, picking and packing in a factory, and that's no offence to anyone, because you might have a PhD and working there, get some money. Yeah, just because someone's working there doesn't mean anything about their intelligence. It is a fact. It's a lower skill job. They are being replaced by automation, so they're going to lose their job. But is that a bad thing? Well, yes, but let's think positive. Other jobs are going to be created. Designing the robots, servicing the robots. The automation engineers are going to increase their skills. There might be more demand for them. So where there's a downside, there's always an upside. That's what I'm trying to say. The internet, it didn't really come in till when I was in my 20s, so I can remember when it wasn't around. Some people were going, oh no, it's going to take everyone's jobs. Well, it didn't. Yes, if you were repairing typewriters, yeah, you probably lost your job. But new jobs were created. In fact, most of the jobs around now didn't even exist 10, 20 years ago. Web designer, I don't know. Just think about a lot of the jobs, all the way they're done. It didn't happen. So it's going to be the same. AI, automation, robotics. It's not going to put you out of a job. they like to say that because scaring people gets their attention. Maybe if it makes videos scary. I don't know. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe not. Right, calm down, Craig. Right, so what was I going to say? Yeah, it's a time of change with robotics and automation, same as it was in the mid-90s. Things are changing. I think the thing to do is go with it. Look at what's happening. Yes, there's going to be more automation. Perhaps I should invest my skills into learning about this so I can keep ahead, so I can keep a job. Automation maybe replace a lot of the administration jobs. Right, okay, well, it may not replace them, but it's certainly going to change the way they're done. Using automation, even if administration is the job you want to do for the rest of your life, it can help you improve. You could be better than all the others. That could be your superpower. That could be your skill that gets you jobs. Yes, I can work as hard as 10 people and one person sat in the back bedroom. That could be how you take advantage of technology change. Anyhow, as I say, I never make scripts up. I just turn the camera on, and if it works, it works. Hopefully there's sound on this. I should really have the microphone in front of me. You see ya. Look at this. A snowball. Right. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me. Let's end it now. Are we even recording? Have I even pressed the record button? Who knows? Anyhow, what time is it? I better go soon. I've got to go out. Right, okay, see you later. Bye.